One thing I kind of enjoyed about you two ladies was your interaction with each other, the sibling rivalry, but that dedication to each other too. You're each other's best, support system. Talk about that. How do you develop that?
So I'm gonna start
because we know you're the favorite one.
Maybe in her mind.
Oh, whatever. Okay.
We had
the truth is there's a little bit of an age difference between Cindy and I. So
there's 9 years. That's a little more than a little.
Okay, so you want me to call it out for video? There's a 9-year age difference between Cindy and I. So you gotta keep in mind when I'm growing up, I'm seeing my sister out handling, out winning, out doing all these things. So to get in the ring with her and be able to beat her, we're competitive. Oh, you are such a liar. It happens more now than it used to, but anyway.
Children, you're not in the ring as much. I'm here to help everybody.
Yeah. So, the truth was, as a kid coming up, when I could get in the ring and I'm 15 or 17, or really when we moved back for college and I came back, to be able to beat my sister, whether she was handling one of our dogs or not, it was like, not only did I win some points today, but I beat Cindy. So for me, we're always competitive in the ring. By the same token, if I have a problem, she's going to be the first person that shows up. This year's national is a great example of, I don't generally get nervous when I show, but veterans this year with butch judging and the quality packed entry, and I knew some of the bitches that I saw in the catalog, for some reason my nerves were just off the charts. Shania is my heart dog. And I have believed in her since she was a puppy. And
next for you.
Thank you.
Who's the crier now?
Oh, shush.
Got her.
Yeah. I'm pretty good about not crying. So, but she's been my heart dog for years, and for years, the national is always at a worse time of year for her, where literally Cindy drove her to the national for me one year and she dropped her coat all over the crate the whole drive there. Mm-hmm. And I flew into Kentucky and I looked at my dog in the X-Pen going, well, that ain't happening. Or I've been there and she blowing coat as we're in variety ring. And this is a bitch that I truly felt was deserving, yet I've never been able to get her to the national in true condition. Mm-hmm. And in condition where I expected somebody to reward her. I showed her our SAC national out of coat, but she was still pretty, you know? So this year, she's in condition. I had taken her out a month or two before, a few shows to warm her up because it's been a year since she's really been out. She had a spectacular run up to the national and won several loving cups and under breeders who I respect and admire and value their opinion. So I went into the national with this buildup, and I had all these people making comments about her before the national, like, oh, you're going to do this, and you're going to do this, and you're going to do this, and that is the curse. So before variety, my nerves went off the chart, and Cindy basically sent me away from her, groomed her for veterans, took charge, and it gave me a chance to calm down. And then as she's in veterans, I've got Cindy outside the ring playing bucket bitch, because I've done it for her, I can't tell you how many times. And so that was really helpful to have a support system going around. Now, I will also tell you there were times where I heard out of the corner, put your hand down. Bait her lower. You're putting her head up too high. So, but I hope that we do the same for each other.
And you earned her for the national. I'm like, you need to step away. I will get her ready. And I did. I got her ready for her. But I knew, I've been there. You know, when you have that connection with that dog and your nerves are just... And Shania, let me tell you, I've lost plenty to her this year with the blue dog. And it's like, okay, I'm over the best op stuff.
Yeah.
The bitch, they all have their time. Yeah. And they're all in their prime. And that bitch was ready. She looked beautiful. The judges were right for her.
And loved the ring.
And
loves the show. Yeah.
So I just wanted to make sure that bitch looked the part. And Jennifer did the part.
And didn't fall apart.
Yeah. Right. I got to tell you, for me, winning veterans in that class was essentially winning the national for me. And I cried when I won. And I'm not normally a crier. I'm normally pretty cool in the ring.
And the icing on the cake was...
the award of merit was the icing on the cake. But the funny thing was, I walked into variety having already won my veterans. And variety, I was calm as could be. It didn't bother me because at that point, I had done what I asked her and wanted her to do. But I think we're competitive and we will nitpick the crap out of each other and pick on each other. But at the same token, if something's going on, we're also the first person to show
Now,
up.
I do want to add on the national here. After she was awarded first in that veteran class, and Butch Sherman came, I was sitting right with mentoring with
The judges.
judges, yeah. And he made a comment which really, it just brought tears to my eyes. He said, I judged this bitch. Had she finished when he judged her?
Yeah, he gave her a specialty best at about 4 years of age.
And he said, she was beautiful then, and I'm here to tell you she is better now than she was then. And he said, that's my highest compliment. So it really was touching that he did that. So
Yeah.